If you look at chapter 3:10, chapter 3:10 of the book of Genesis, Genesis chapter 3:10, and I heard a voice in heaven, and I was afraid and I hid myself. That was a man that had a place. He couldn't stay in that place because the place he had in God made a demand on clothes. The place he had in God made a demand on clothes. Let me tell you something now on connecting to God asset through revelation. I'm about to surprise somebody. Please, in Galilee, I said Elon Musk is not yet rich. In this millennium, we will see. Adjacent bosses, they are not yet rich. Do you know why? God cannot commit his treasure to those little things they know. Where God is where God wants to share everything he has. I am sharing on God, connecting to God's assets through revelation. Now, when God wants to give you something, God cares about what he reveals to you. He gives you everything in revelation. God gave Jesus church in revelation. Matthew chapter 16, 17 and 18. He gave it to him. So when God wants to give you anything, he gives you revelation. He gives you the clothes of that, the covering of that. Jesus answered and said, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood have not revealed it. Look at the word reveal. The word reveal is different from knowing. The word reveal is a divine art. It's different from copying notes in economics in University of Lagos. He said flesh and blood didn't reveal. He didn't say I didn't teach you. He said, but my Father which is heaven. Then I said, and I say unto thee, thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church. The church was given to Jesus in revelation. The kingdom age will be given to the lion in revelation. Whatever you want God to give to you, he will give you that access through revelation. That means he will give you revelation first, and then want you to connect to it through the revelation he has given you already. If you're hearing me and you're a woman and you want to marry a rich man and you are worthy by revelation, you will connect to the man in time through revelation. I said you will connect to the man in time through revelation, because the man is connected to you through the revelation. So is gold, so is life. So it is revelation first. In revelation we don't compete. Let me help you this way. When he said, oh you covering cherub, in verse 3, he said, you are wiser than Daniel, and there is nothing that can be hidden from thee. And then he came back in 11, 12, and 13 and said, when you were in Eden, all these precious stones was your covering. That means there was two coverings Satan had. He had the covering of clothes, and then the covering of clothes brought the covering of revelation, of gold. The cover is two. Covering of revelation, and then covering of precious gold. He said, thou see the sun, thou have been hidden, and every precious stone was thy covering. So don't tell me that you are too much in knowledge. That is why you are lacking gold. When you have too much light, the light you have will attract gold. Listen, the earth is looking for solution, not money. earth is looking for problem solvers, not money. What we lack is solution, not money. There is plenty of money, but we don't have people of integrity that can connect to money through their value. Useful people. There are people that are sick in the hospital today. If you tell them to bring 100 million for their son to be healed, they can pay anything. So their problem is not money, it's the answer. The problem will not always be money. The problem will always be men of value are not born. People of revelation are not born. So when somebody said, God made promises to me, the promises God made to you is in revelation. It's in knowing. Don't tell him to give you money, tell him to open your eyes. Before God opens your eyes, tie yourself to the book of your covenant. God will not hide the revelation from you if you stay with book. Can I say it again? I say God will not. He will not hide revelation from you if you stay with book. There is something that somebody doesn't know. I said, God will never commit treasures, his treasures, to hard work. Write it and let me help you with something. I'm about to surprise you now. Do you know that a lot of people are sweating? Driving tipper, opening hospitals, contesting for elections, traveling to London to work or Canada. He will not commit treasures. Go to America, go to some people even go to China. Some people go to somebody was talking about how he went to one village to go and work one village in one European country, in Nigeria. Somebody left his village and went to a village that is more stupid than his own village to go and work. Please, pay attention. What I succeeded in telling you is that God will never commit treasure to sweat. We never. All that work hard, work for men of revelation.